CAME ZA4N Complete Wiring Installation. CAME ZA4N Control Board, specifically designed for 230-volt dual swing gate systems. This comprehensive guide covers mains power, motor connections, safety accessories, custom control logic, and advanced troubleshooting. Safety reminder: always isolate and lock out the 230-volt main electrical supply before opening the enclosure or altering any terminal connections. Welcome to Auto Door Surgeon. Main power and dual motor wiring. Locate the main terminal, block situated at the bottom left and center of the circuit board. To bring mains power to the board, take your incoming 230-volt AC line. Connect the live wire to terminal L and the neutral wire to terminal L. Gear motor connection. All CAME gear motors 230-volt AC. Each motor requires 3 wires: an opening phase, a closing phase, and a shared common neutral wire. Motor 1 is delayed opening terminals. Connect wire of the motor to terminals U, V, and W. Connect the motor 1 common neutral wire to terminal W. The opening phase wire to terminal U. And the closing phase wire to terminal V. Motor 2 is delayed closing terminals. Connect motor 2 common neutral wire to the same terminal W. Connect the opening phase wire to terminal X and the closing phase wire to terminal Y. Phase alignment check. If during your initial test run, the gates move should opening, in case when they should start closing, cut the power immediately. To fix the direction, reverse the phase wires. For motor 1, swap wires of terminals U and V. For motor 2, swap wires terminals X and Y. Do not change the motor common wire W. Signaling connection. To handle safety signaling, locate the dedicated high-voltage illumination terminals. Flashing warning light. Connect a 230-volt AC flashing safety lamp to terminals W and E1. This terminal block only outputs 230 volts while the gate motors are actively spinning. Cycle a courtesy light. If you want an area light that stays illuminated continuously throughout the entire opening, waiting, and closing cycle, connect a 230-volt lamp to terminals W and E instead. Low voltage accessory power. External peripherals such as keypads, GSM modules, or long-range receivers require 24-volt AC power. Run positive and negative supply lines directly from terminals 10 and 11. Terminal 10 acts as the positive reference, while 11 acts as the return. Safety photocells and force jumper rules. Photocells act as an active safety barrier during the closing phase. Here is the explicit path for wiring a standard 4-wire safety photocell pair consisting of a transmitter and a receiver. Powering the photocells. Run a 2-core low-voltage wire from the 24-volt AC terminals 10 and 2 on the ZA4N board out to the power input terminals on receiver photocell. Now take same power supply from receiver photocell terminal. TX and terminal 2 connect on transmitter photocells. Wiring the safety loop. Connect on the receiver Photocell. Locate the COM common and NC normally closed dry contact terminals. Run a wire from terminal 2 on the ZA4N board or receiver. Photocell the COM terminal of the receiver Photocell. Run a return wire from the NC terminal of the Photocell back to terminal C1 on the ZA4N board. Safety logic. When the infrared beam is unbroken, the circuit between 2 and C1 is closed, allowing normal operation. If an object breaks the beam while the gate is closing, the circuit opens, forcing the ZA4N to instantly stop the motors and reverse the gates back to the fully open position. Critical requirement. If your specific installation does not feature safety photocells, you must place a physical hardwire jumper link, bridging terminal 2 directly to terminal C1. If this terminal loop remains completely unlinked, the board treats it as a permanent safety obstruction and will refuse to operate. Control inputs. To initiate gate movement, use the low voltage command inputs located on the right-hand terminal block. Emergency stop. Terminals 1 and 2 form a normally closed stop loop. If you are fitting a physical push-lock emergency stop button, wire its normally closed contacts across 1 and 2. If no stop button is being used, you must install a physical jumper wire connecting terminal 1 to terminal 2. Without this jumper, the board remains dead. Step-by-step command. Wire your primary trigger device such as a push button, intercom relay, or keypad relay output across terminals 2 and 7. This normally open contact triggers the cyclic command order. Open, stop, close, stop. Pedestrian partial opening. To trigger only motor 1 to open for foot traffic, wire a separate normally open switch across terminals 2 and 3. Inserting the AF radio card for remotes. To use official CAME remote controls, you do not need external wiring. Instead, use the dedicated slot labeled AF. Completely isolate the mains power to the board. Locate the red, multi-pin rectangular socket on the top edge of the board. Align your CAME AF radio frequency card, such as the AF43S, and press it firmly into the slot. Warning: inserting or removing this card, while power is live, will instantly destroy the radio module. Reapply power. Memorization. To save a remote button, press and hold the CH1 programming button on the ZA4N board. The onboard LED indicator will begin to flash rapidly. While still holding CH1, press the desired button on your remote control transmitter. The LED on the board will change from flashing to a steady solid light, confirming the code is successfully stored. Release the CH1 button.